All right, we're joined here by UFC president slash the most popular man in Toronto today, Dana White. And Dana, great turnout today for getting set for UFC 140 that's coming up December the 10th. It was just announced just recently the title fight would be added to this show. Do you feel that this card actually needed it? Because I think this show sells out even without that title fight.
Well, I always like to deliver. Canada wanted another main event, so we made sure that we delivered. This place, I say it all the time, Toronto is, what Vegas is to the world. That's what this place is for the UFC. So, I wanted to deliver big here, and we did.
Have you, after the success you've had this year and going down to Brazil and getting out to all these different markets, I mean, what is your thought process now when it comes to running a stadium show? Because it seems that you've always been kind of hesitant to go to the big stadiums, and I think at times you're underestimating just how big this thing is right now.
I definitely underestimated Brazil. We did 14,000 seats and 350,000 people were looking for tickets, but I don't want to do a stadium event every time, People got that. First stadium event made sense here in Toronto. We did it. We pulled it off. It was awesome. Now we're coming back fairly close to the last time we were here, and I want to make sure that it's done right. I don't want to overestimate, and I'd rather play it safe than go crazy.
Just a few quick things here. It was just announced Gilbert Melendez will be fighting for Strikeforce December 17th. Is that a bit of a sore subject right now? What is the state of Gilbert Melendez? Because it's a huge clamoring for him and Frank Edgar, especially coming off of 136.
Yeah. Gilbert is a great fighter. He wants to fight in the UFC. He wants to test himself against the best guys in the world. We'll see what happens, how this whole thing plays out, and where we end up. And if Strikeforce doesn't re-up with Showtime, then Melendez will be here ASAP.
And my last question here, UFC 137 coming up, GSP, Carlos Condit. You said earlier GSP is the best pound-for-pound draw in the UFC right now. Is he bigger than Brock Lesnar at this point?
No doubt about it. Oh, there's no doubt about it. The biggest superstar on the planet as far as mixed martial arts is concerned is Georges St-Pierre. There's not a bigger superstar, and he's pound for pound, number one when it comes to pay-per-view. Nobody beats Georges St-Pierre.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Dana. UFC 140 coming up December the 10th right here at the Air Canada Centre.